Hey, happy 420, folks. Got to get something sparked up here, huh? Yeah, falling behind. Had a hard time getting on. Thing always gives me shit. I don't know why, but it does. So happy 420. Let me turn this off. There we go. Oh, shit. I got to pop up here. I got to remove. And it won't go away. Come on. Go away. Anyway, it's Saturday, 421 now. So I'm going to take a few hits here before I get started with the news. Hopefully this pop-up I have in my face right now will go away. Not something you can see. But it's something I can see. Oh, boy. What a cough I have. Now let me see if I can increase this. When he tunes in, I'll be able to read the chat. There we go. Smacking him. Excuse me. Didn't expect to be sneezing. Anyway, put my mouse away. Won't be needing it for a while. And I guess I'll get started with the show. Oops, pardon me, Buster. Where did I put my notes? Here we go. I'll need my glasses too. Maybe another hit would help. Sit up a little more. So, Ketanji Brown Jackson is the first African-American woman appointed to the Supreme Court. Senate voted 53-47 on Thursday to confirm Jackson. 3 Republican senators, Susan Collins of Maine, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, and Mitt Romney of Utah, joined all 50 Democrats to confirm the 116th justice to the Supreme Court. She will be replacing retiring Justice Stephen Breyer. Jackson won't be... whoops. There we go. I got to move things closer. There we go. That's better. Jackson won't be sworn in, however, until late June or early July, when the session of the court ends. This session of the court ends, because that's when Justice Breyer will be stepping down. So she has to wait for him to retire before she can take a seat on the court, even though she's been confirmed. She won't be sworn in until he leaves. So she won't have any say in anything coming up this year. Moving right along. Getting this census wrong can cost communities big. A March 10th report from the Census Bureau showed an overcount of whites and Asians, an undercount of blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and multiracials in 2020. A failure that has led to renewed calls for modernizing the census. Now, they did to some degree in 2020. But they also cut back on some stuff. Part of the goal in 2020 was to keep the cost level comparable to 2010 census level at about $12 billion. despite the millions more people to count, they almost cut the number of door-to-door census takers in half from 516,210 to 350,000 in 2020. 2020 marked the first time most census forms were filed online instead of on paper. Info from the IRS, private brokers, and other federal agencies helped update addresses or add new ones. They also used satellite imagery to identify new construction sites, which added some 5 million new addresses to the list. In contrast, virtually every address in the 2010 census was verified by a person who physically went to that address. In 2020, the number was down to 35%. So 65% of the homes in the 2020 census were not visited to physically determine that they exist. Okay. So despite the technology, they got a lot wrong in 2020. Okay. Despite the improved technology. Native Americans were undercounted by 5.6%, Hispanics and Latinos by 4.9%, and children 0 to 4 years of age were undercounted by 2.79%. Robert Santos, the current director of the Census Bureau, was appointed by Biden, stated that adjustments can be made to improve apportionment for the undercounts, but the maps for the redistricting of House seats, which now favor the GOP, will have to wait until 2030, okay, for the next census. So we're screwed as far as redistricting maps, okay, except those that are being challenged in court, like in Ohio, some other states, Pennsylvania. They've challenged these maps in courts, all the way to Supreme Court, and have won, okay? So even the Supreme Court sees where some of these redistricting maps are unfair, okay, to the Democrats, the way these things are being gerrymandered around. So there's a good chance that these gerrymandered states won't stay that way, okay? So we'll see what happens there. Now, if you recall at the start of the pandemic, the Democratic governor of Michigan, Gretchen, as a result, a radical militia group conspired to kidnap her. Okay. This week, a federal jury in Grand Rapids failed to convict Daniel Harris, Adam Fox, Barry Croft Jr., and Brandon Caserta of conspiracy. All but Caserta were also charged with conspiring to use weapons of mass destruction against persons or property in an attempt to slow responding police. Croft and Harris were also charged with possession of an unregistered destructive device. Harris was also charged with possession of an assault rifle that was not registered to him. Harris was found not guilty on all 4 counts. Jurors could not reach a verdict for Fox and Croft. The judge missed trial in both of those cases. Cassie was found not guilty Caserta was found not guilty of conspiracy. Now, Ty Garbin and Caleb Franks were also arrested, but they pled guilty and testified for the prosecution in the case. Fox and Croft will be retried. Okay. Now, Yeah, that was the two that were found that they couldn't make a decision on. Those two will be retried. They're still being held in custody. Okay, they're not going to be released on bond or anything. They're going to continue to be held in custody until their retrial. Now, it's pretty pathetic. Okay, because their intention was to kidnap her, take her to Wisconsin, and try her and execute her. Okay, and this jury let them all off for everything. Okay, which I find hard to believe. You know, especially when two of the conspirators testified against them. You know, what the hell's wrong with this country that we can't find people guilty of crimes they commit anymore? You know, I find it pathetic. I truly do. I find it pathetic. Well, the weed of the week is Durban Skittles. It's a sativa hybrid, and it's 27.23% THC. And my final story for the day is about the Rappahannock Indians, Native Americans tribe of Virginia. They have recovered 465 acres of sacred land at Fones Cliff. Secretary of the Interior, Deb Haaland, and U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services Director, Martha Williams, celebrated the tribe's reacquisition of the land last Friday. Fones Cliff is the ancestral home of the tribe, located on the eastern side of the Rappahannock River in Virginia, inside the Rappahannock River Valley Wildlife Refuge. So it's not land that's occupied by people at this point. It's vacant land inside the refuge. And the Native American tribe has reacquired this land after 400 years. Okay. After nearly 400 years, they get their land back after we took it away from them. So I think it's pretty nice. So that's my final story for the day. So I'm going to blow my nose again. I don't know what's going on, but we've had a lot of very humid weather. By humid, I mean it's rained every day for the past 2 weeks. So it'd be nice if that would stop. Today was the first day we had sunshine. Now dark clouds are rolling in. So I would imagine it's going to rain later today. We just can't seem to get past this shit. I know April showers, blah, blah, blah. But this was March and April this year, so it should be over by now. So did you hear what Mac Ace in Florida said? He said the reason the cost of insulin is so high is because there's so many fat people. Okay, he blames our insulin cost problems on the fact that diabetics are fat people. So if people get skinnier, we wouldn't have the diabetes problem we have. And insulin prices would automatically go down. He doesn't think it's price gouging. But we all know it is, because insulin used to be shit cheap. And now it's outrageous. It's only outrageous in the United States. It's cheap everywhere else in the world, except here. Okay? So it's obviously price gouging in the United States. So what can you say? You know, Matt Gaetz is an idiot. Now, this is under investigation for trafficking in minors. So, you know, how can he shouldn't even be in Congress at this point, you know. What are you going to do? He's one of Marjorie Taylor Greene's buddies. You know, they toured together, and nobody came to their rallies. So gives you an idea of what he's like. But anyway, it appears I'm talking to myself today. So I don't know how long this show is going to last if I'm the only one to talk to. Okay, this might be a real brief show today. I don't know. I'll probably stick around long enough to smoke this joint. You know, that's the least I could do. Absolutely the least I could do. So if you see Heidi's tail there in the corner, that's Heidi now. Buster went and laid down. So that's her tail wagging there in the corner of my chair. Well, you can't see it now. She moved. Yeah, she's right here at my side. And now you can see her tail again. Yeah. Yeah, it's Heidi. Oh, now Buster's coming over to interfere. He doesn't like it when Heidi's getting pet. Now they're fighting. So now Buster's next to me. And Heidi's behind my chair. So the war in the Ukraine grinds on. NATO still isn't sending any aircraft. And it seems to me that with all the lies that Russia tells, we could lie too. You know, we could send some MiGs over there, and we could say, "What MiGs? We didn't do anything. You know, we don't know what you're talking about," and we can get away with that. All right, but now we got a problem with France. Okay, they're in the middle of an election, and primary opponent in the election is this pro-Putin chick. Okay, so she's his primary opponent, and if she wins, things in Europe could shift considerably, because you know they're all dependent upon Russian oil and natural gas, and France is having a problem over there. People protesting against the high cost of gasoline, and so she might upend things in Europe. If she can get other European countries to follow her, then things can get really rough. Because she's definitely on Putin's side in this whole thing. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future if he has France behind him. Like I say, that could sway a lot of other countries, and I wouldn't want to see that. So we'll see what happens. This damn thing went out. Oh, you're not going outside. You just came in. Well, go lay down. Go sit in your chair or something. They just came in right before the show. So there's no way they're going out again, regardless of what they try to do. You know? But yeah. So I'm apparently talking to the sky today. I don't see any numbers up there. So I don't know if, although the counter is never accurate. So there might be somebody listening to me. If you're out there, hit the like button. You know, give me a thumbs up. Then I'll know if you're there or not. You know, because if I'm just talking to myself, I'm going to finish this cone and go back to bed for a while, take a nap. You know, of course, I don't know who else is streaming, so I might have some competition out there today. You know, so you never know. No, go lay down. You just came in. Go sit in your chair. You're not going anywhere. Here, have a hit. No. No. Pastor Mrs. Spliffy. Leave me alone. So, I don't know. I got the yawns today. I don't know why. I certainly got enough sleep. I don't know what the problem is. Not breathing enough, I guess. So that might be it. So I've had an uneventful week. Although yesterday I did have a conversation with my neurosurgeon, and I've been cleared to drive, and all my restrictions have been lifted since my brain surgery. So that's good. I can do all the things I wasn't allowed to do before. They consider me to be, for the most part, recovered, and I'm happy about that. So that takes care of that. Not much more I can tell you. I have another conference in June, and then final one in September, and then they're going to set a date for doing the other side of my head. So we'll see what happens. I certainly hope it all works out, because I'd love to stop shaking on both sides of my body. It would be fabulous. So I haven't even had anybody drop in. This is weird. I've been on for almost 25 minutes. And there hasn't even been a flicker. So I guess people are losing interest in me. I might just stop broadcasting altogether and just do my Tuesday show. If people aren't going to tune in on Saturday, that's what I'm going to do. I thought if I went back to doing the news, I'd get people back again, because when I stopped doing the news, my viewership seemed to go down. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Of course, I've only been doing news again for 3 weeks now, so some people don't know that I'm back to doing news, even though I posted it as news and chat. We'll see what happens in the coming weeks. But I've lost viewers, and I don't know what to do about that. So, dogs give me trouble here. Go lay down. I don't want to play now. No. I don't know if I'll continue to do the show or not. I miss everybody. Okay. I truly do. I mean, I still have a few diehard viewers, but a lot of people who used to watch the show don't come around anymore. So I don't know what happened. Must have said something. Didn't mean to. If I offended you, please come back. Tell me what I said, and I'll apologize. Because I didn't mean to offend it. No, go lay down. You just came in. Now go lay down. Go sit in your chair. See if anybody's coming. Watch out for the Amazonian primates. Maybe we'll get a delivery today. Well, we'll see what happens. I still got to have a joint to smoke, so I'll be here for a while. Anybody wants to stop in and say hi? Here I am. You're not going anywhere. So the weed of the week is I wrote it down here. Oh yeah, it's I had it here a second ago. There we go. Durban Skittles with a G. And it's a sativa dominant hybrid at 27.23% THC. So it's pretty good shit. High up there in the THC content. So no, go lay down. Go sit in your chair. You're not going anywhere. It's enough already. You're cramping my style here. Good boy. So he's sitting in his chair finally. He has his own chair. So it's a recliner too. But it's not a leather one. His is a cloth recliner. And it has a cover. So he doesn't tear it up. So he's a good dog though. He's very nice. Heidi, on the other hand, is a spook. She won't go near anybody. She's standing right behind me here. That's Heidi. But I had someone show up and then they disappeared again. So I'd love for somebody to join me in chat for a while. This is miserable. You know, I only show up on Saturdays to talk to people. If nobody shows up to talk to me, I don't know what to do. You know, except in the chat. You know, there's nobody to talk to. How can you chat, right? Somebody show up and save me. I'm just sitting here looking at some bald-headed guy smoking a joint. I'd like to have somebody to talk to. Can't believe all my friends abandoned me. That can't be true. Must be somebody out there wants to talk this afternoon. I know what's happening to the people around here. This is the first sunny day we've had. Well, partly sunny day we've had. And they're finally out of the house. So I'm sure that's where Dog is and Buds and Hazard. I mean, they're probably out and about somewhere. I mean, after being reined in for 2 weeks. So maybe that's the case all over. I don't know. I don't know what other people's weather's been like, but we've been miserable here. So you can see it's brighter. We're getting some of the sunny of the partly sunny right this moment. So wow. Stuff has a lot of cough in it. Oh, there. That's better. So my shirt says, if there's one thing I know for sure, it's that it said I absolutely know nothing for sure. I made it up. I make up all my shirts. Although my winter shirt collection is rather thin. When I start wearing short sleeves, I got a huge collection of short sleeve shirts with my sayings on them. But my long sleeve shirt collection is rather thin. I should duplicate some of my short sleeve shirts so I'd have both seasons covered. I don't know why I'm so stuffed up today, but I certainly am. I apologize for all that horn blowing here, but it has to be done. You certainly don't want to see it running down my face. Better in a tissue. So, well, I got to finish this thing or I can't end the show. So, I got to finish this or I can't end the show. So, what else can I talk about? They hired a new bartender at the Keg. Her name is Danielle. I've known her for years. She's a twin. She's replacing Kevin Z-Rod, whom they fired for what they said was his own good. And also because he refused to cook for someone on his birthday because it was his birthday and he wanted to leave. And they came in shortly before closing. Like 20 minutes or so before he was going to close. And he had already cleaned up. And he said there's plenty of other places around here you can get food. And it got back to Mac. And as far as Mac's concerned, somebody walks in 5 minutes before closing and they want something to eat, you cook for them. And since he refused, that was grounds for termination. So that and the fact that he drinks too much of the stock, and it's his doctor told him to stop drinking. His liver is in bad shape, and he's supposed to stop. And he said he's cutting back, but cutting back isn't stopping. So Mac thought getting him out from behind the bar would be the healthiest thing to do. But he has a lot of other physical problems with his back and stuff, and he has seizures. He's epileptic. So finding another job isn't easy, other than bartending. So he doesn't know what to do with himself. Hey, Buds, welcome aboard. You're the first person to show up on the show. So I've been sitting here talking to myself for 35 minutes. Fortunately, I had news stories, so that wasn't bad. That covered the first 10 minutes. What did you win? Come on over and I'll smoke a joint with you. Oh, wait. You bring a bowl. I know you don't smoke paper. You got no notification. Oh. Well, I don't know what happened there. I came on at 4:20, and I've been sitting here by myself ever since. Somebody peeked in and then disappeared. But that's it. I have had nothing. So I've been talking to myself. I've been watching some bald guy smoke a joint. You were cooking and forgot. Oh. What you make? Oh, Buster. I got to let the dogs out. Hang on a second. I don't know, mac and cheese? Am I close? Hey. Come by the door. Come by the door. Come by the door. He was wanting to hump her. So I had to get between them, otherwise they won't go out. I was right. Okay. He wants to hump her all the time before they go out. If I don't get between them, they never go out. They end up humping, So I have to get between them, the two of them. Yeah. So otherwise it takes too long. So I got to finish this thing. So I announced that I wasn't going to end the show until I finished this joint. So if nobody showed up, I was going to end it when I finished the first joint, and I hadn't gotten there yet. So I'm glad you showed up. I was looking forward to smoking at least one, and hopefully some more. Oh, Stoney's live. That's what it is. Oh. Well, go tell him I'm on. Then he'll bring everybody over here. We can all talk on my show. That's what he did the last time. That's what he did the last time. He brought everybody over here. So that's the trouble. That's why nobody's here, because he's on. I should go over there and say, what's with the competition? I think I'll do that. Yeah, I'm going to open another window, and I'm going to do that. Where's my mouse? I'm going to open up a new tab, and I'm going to go over there. Yeah, I'll be, let's see here. I can't find him. I can't find him, Buds. I didn't get a notification on him. I can't find him anywhere. So you're going to have to do it. I don't show nothing in my notifications about him being on. I can't find him. Let me look again, but I couldn't find him. I'm going to look again. Okay, I will. I'm still waiting for YouTube to open in the other tab. Here we go. 2 Macalicious and 1 of Cherry D Super Lemon Haze. Then I dropped again, and it was a bust. Got 1 Macalicious to grow. 2 of Panther Piss, they pop. Those fuckers are already 3 inches tall, Harley. Fuck. The Panther Piss are fucking huge. 2 Cherry Train Haze and 2 Goddess Train Haze. I should probably grow my own fucking genetics. Since you bastards grow it twice as well as I do. Fuck. Skunk Booty sounds like a personal problem. Oh, the acorn by a Sukar. Oh, yeah, that was Cherry D's in my baby. It was a Sukar by Acorn. What do we call that? Azucorn? That was a cool strain, Keith. Hey, what you doing, Deb? Press it yourself, my brother. Wow. Keith is a ninja. Who would have thought a ninja could have a fucking... That shit was dank, Azucorn. Yeah. That was. Shit, Keith. Now that you mention it, I probably got 20, 30 seeds of that. I ran that Azucorn forever. Ninja. Yeah, did you know you're a ninja?
Look at this.
I just came to the conclusion that cats are ninjas. Remember to rehydrate. I've got water with MSM powder. There's the big dog. Hey, what's up, Spliffy? How can I compete with Spliffy? Are you on? Oh my God, Spliffy, I'm such a fuck up. Oh man, Spliffy, I love you, dog. I'm such a retard. MSM powder. Oh, Allie, look it up. Oh, I bet you, Rosin. Oh, Spliffy, man, I'm sorry, man. I fucking love hanging out with you. Matter of fact, if I had StreamYards, I'd have you up here right now. You gonna go outside, Rosin? That's where we're sneaking to.
Buds, I went over there and I typed in, how can I compete with the god of the internet?
Oh, Harley. How big are they?
Hear them?
Are they young, Harley?
I got them on the other channel. On another, open on another tab.
I know, Benny. I didn't even know it was Saturday. To be perfectly honest with you, I thought it was fucking Sunday. Got a beer 24/7. Fucking time yet? I would love to have a beer. I'd like to fucking day drink. Yeah, cheers, Slippy. Slippy, I'm sorry. It's really the first time I can just sit down and talk to you one-on-one. Me? Yeah, there's new songs. Big Floyd's called Me, eh? Oh,
I let him know that you're over here. So, see if he says anything about it. But we'll see what happens. He won't care. Hey, Alain, welcome aboard. Tapped him let's get to Piff Puff. Yeah, let me close this other window here. There we go. I had something else open, so yeah, we're just sitting around getting high as usual. Have a little conversation. But yeah, I got waiting for the next 420 to come around. Then I can spark up a fresh one. So we've had the first partly sunny day in ages. It just rains all the time right now. So, and I was looking at the forecast, and we've got rain in the forecast every day this coming week. So, well, pitter patter, let's get it at her. Yes, pitter patter, pitter patter. What a great show that is. Pitter patter, let's get at her. I can watch those guys every day, not get tired of them. Binge them. I could binge those guys. What's the weed of the week? It's German Skittles. Skittles with a Z. And it's a sativa hybrid, 27.23% THC. So it's a good potent sativa hybrid. Since my brain surgery. So the surgical nurse yesterday, and I've been taking off all my restrictions. So I can drive again, and I can lift things again. And so, because I was restricted to nothing heavier than a gallon of milk. So now I can lift anything, and I can drive again, which is what counts the most. But the surgery was a success. So I'm happy. They're happy. Purple Punch, a real strong indica. Oh, I'm not crazy about indicas. You know, kind of like them sativas. You know me. Like a wide awake buzz. So. You ever watch, Buds, you ever watch that Letterkenny? It's on Hulu. If you have Hulu, you should check it out. It's a really funny show. White Widow came out great. Oh, you never watched it? Oh, you should. If you got a Hulu, check out Letterkenny. Yeah, well, I'm in, let's see, today is Saturday. Okay, so I'm just a week past, just past week one on flipping, I'm in flower. So I got a ways to go. And that's the Cherry Train Haze and Sheroy. So you flipped yesterday. Oh. Cherry Train Haze is like a bush. Just boom. It really it outgrew the Sheroy in height. And everybody talks about the Sheroy being such a tree. But the Cherry Train Haze, that thing really went wild. It's a seed run. Oh, I see. You're going to fertilize this one, huh? So, how do you contain that? I mean, how do you contain that? How do you make sure you don't pollinate something else in your house? Oh, I see. You just hope you don't. Of course, if nothing else is in flower at that point, you don't have to worry about anything. You know, only flower what you'll cross. Yeah, I see. I mean, that'd be the thing to do, is to not pollinate anything that if everything else is in veg, that's a good time to pollinate. Yeah, when the others are in veg. Yeah, that makes sense. But that'd make the most sense. Oh, it was either a branch rolling down my roof or something real heavy running across it. Oh, I don't know. Heavier than a squirrel, that's for sure. So I don't know. Could be anything out here, So I don't know what it was. I didn't hear the thud before the branch. Usually you hear a thud first. My last purple punch plant. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, don't want to lose that one. Well, let me know when you get seeds. Wink, wink. Oh, peppermint frost crossed with chrome marshmallow. A chocolate marshmallow. Oh, sounds good. Yeah, that's a nice peppermint and chocolate marshmallow. It sounds awfully good together. You like a York peppermint patty almost. So, hey, happy 420. Get to spark up a new one. I just happened to glance at the clock. Glad I wasn't late. Oh, it's permament frost. Or is it supposed to be peppermint? I don't know, but peppermint frost and chocolate marshmallow would certainly taste good together. But I'll take permanent frost. Permanent. Permanent frost. Oh, okay. Frosty chocolate marshmallow. I'm stoned. I'll learn to read someday. I'm only pushing 75, so someday I'll learn to read. If I make the print any larger, then I lose my face on the screen. So, and I like looking at me. I got to look at something other than typeface, you know. I can't just sit here and read. It has to be some kind of activity on the screen. It might as well be me. So that's the way I look at it anyway. So where was I? I think I was sitting right here, actually. I just spaced for a moment there. It's pretty good weed. So lights just came on. You mean outside? It got brighter, that's for sure. Oh, your lights just came on. I see. Yeah, dog came over Thursday and he wanted to look at my plants. I said, no, I says, you can't look at them until 1:30. And he says, well, why do you have your plants on such a weird schedule? And I says, it's your fault. I says, that's the way you set them up. And he said, what are you talking about? I said, well, you went in there and you adjusted my lighting. I said, then you turned on my timer. And that's what time you turned on my timer. It was 1:30 in the afternoon. So it's all your fault that, you know, that it's on that schedule. I said, if you'd have done it when you first came over at noon that day, you know, about a week before, I said, then it would have been on a noon, 12 to 12 schedule. And you could have checked it when you first came over. So I says, but you waited till 1:30 to even go in there and look at the plants. And that's when I had you switch the lights over. You know, I said, so it's your fault, you know. So he couldn't argue with me about it, you know. He's the one who did it. So he had to wait till 1:30 to go look at the plants. So it's his own fault. You know, he got here at noon, wanted to check them out. Couldn't do it. Oops. So he's coming over tomorrow. There's a movie on HBO that's the prequel to The Sopranos. I forget what it's called, but we're going to check that out. So I don't know if you ever watched The Sopranos, but in this one, I think Tony Soprano's a little kid. So that ought to be interesting. Your last punch, Hermed? Well, that's not good. Did you pull it or did you just let it go? Or I'm curious. Because I mean, some people pull them when they first are them. Some people just let them go. Because you really can't be certain what those herm seeds will produce. I'll kill it. I see. I mean, herm seeds won't necessarily produce hermed plants, you know, because that's a method of survival. You know, I mean, the plant does that because when there aren't any males around. I mean, that's a method of survival for the weed plant. So those hermed seeds aren't necessarily going to produce hermed plants. I mean, you never know. You know, a natural herm, a survival term herm is a good hermed plant. In the first day of flower, will produce nothing but herm seeds. Right. I got you. Gotcha. Okay. No more purple punch. Oh, that's a shame. I got you. This is the first day of flower. That's no good. Well, I feel for you, buds. End of the line, huh? It's I don't know. It's almost like I had a moment of silence there for the plant. Yeah, honestly, I'm bummed. It's like I was here when it died. You know, end of the line. That really sucks. And the bushes, welcome aboard. Well, maybe I'll find a seed in about it already grew. Maybe. Fingers crossed on that one. somewhere here. There we go. So, yeah, this stuff is kicking my ass. But I'm not going to stop smoking it. I got a bigger ass than this. Right? I mean, you've seen my ass butts. I got a bigger ass than that. I should be able to get through 2 of these. But I think I could set it down for a while. I think I could do that. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I think I could do that. Yeah, so I got to get things going in my other tent. So I want to see if I can pop that tangerine seed I found from the dispensary, and that weed that I got from the dispensary, that tangerine kush. See if I can pop that seed. And then I want to do another one of those ones from you that Holy Grail, because I really like that Holy Grail. That was tasty, and it was gooey, and a nice buzz. I really like that stuff. That was like the best thing I grew so far, and I think I could do better. Except all of a sudden, I can't get the soil I was using. God's jam, stay frosty. Oh, I guarantee. Take care. Stay healthy. But I went on Amazon, and that's where I was buying it, and all of a sudden it's not available. So I don't know what happened. And it pisses me off that it's not available anymore. Because I really don't like the stuff I tried this time. And I told you I tried this stuff from that Illinois company, and I don't like it. It's not as good as what I used the last time, what I've been using in the past. I really liked what I was using, and now I can't get it. So maybe I'll just search for it. Maybe I can get it outside of Amazon. So I'll see what happens there. I haven't tried searching just for it by name online. I just searched through Amazon, so maybe I'll try doing that. Maybe it's available from some other supplier. Oh, dogs are at the door. Excuse me again. on, Buster, get in the house. Buster. Hey, get in the house. You want a cookie? Come on, I'll give you a cookie. You gotta come get it, Buster. Come here. Come here, Buster. You gotta come get it. Come here. Who do you think I'm talking to? She's standing right here. Okay. There. Were we talking about something? Because if we were, I don't remember. Refresh my memory. Or is it time to change the subject? Let me know. What's all we going to talk about? Somebody give me a hint. Nobody got a subject. Is it up to me again? I know, it's my show. Gee, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should just end this. I think I'm going to do that. There's nothing funny about peace, love, and understanding. And thanks for stopping by. And I appreciate it a lot. Okay. And hope you all have a good life. And don't forget about Tuesday. I do that music thing. At the same time, 4:20 Central. And I never know what I'm going to do. So check it out. Bye now.